Hello everyone. So this is coordinate geometry. What is the need of the coordinate geometry? Coordinate geometry is a part of mathematics which helps us to describe the position of a point. You will understand that how we will describe the position of a point. So to describe the position of a point in a plane, we have a system called Cartesian system. What we call the system as Cartesian system. This system is given by René Descartes. René Descartes. René Descartes told us that Cartesian system is a system in which we have two lines. They both should be perpendicular to each other. So this is our first line and this is our second line, and they both should meet each other at 90-degree angle. So he called this first line, this horizontal line, as x-axis and this vertical line as y-axis. This horizontal line is x-axis and this vertical line is y-axis, and they both are meeting at a point O. This O is origin. This x-axis and y-axis is nothing else but our common number line which we have already studied. So our number line is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Similarly, now on the left hand side it will be negative. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and so on. Similarly, in the y-axis it will be upside will be positive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, downwards it will be negative. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7 and so on. So these two lines, one x-axis and the second y-axis, they are called our coordinate axis. Coordinate axes. They are called our coordinate axis. So x-axis, y-axis, this is our point O, which is called origin. They all together make our coordinate axis. Now coordinate axis, this point x-axis, the point whatever is there. For example, I am talking about this point 3. This 3 is called x coordinate. This 3 is called x coordinate, or we can call it as abscissa. X coordinate can also be called as abscissa. And similarly, point on y-axis is called y coordinate and it can be called as ordinate. One is abscissa and the other is ordinate. How we locate any point on this? For example, I want to locate point 3, 5. Now point 3, 5. Now you have seen this type of thing at so many places. This first one is our x coordinate and the second one is our y coordinate. The first one is our abscissa and the second one is our ordinate. Now we locate it. So we will see that where is point 3 on x-axis. So x-axis we have this point 3. Now y-axis we need to locate point 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is our 5. Now the point where they both intersect. Let's draw them. So this is the point where they both are intersecting. So this point is our 3, 5. Where 3 is telling the position of a point on x-axis and 5 is telling the position of a point on y-axis. They both are the coordinates. Okay. Now we have 4 types of quadrants as well. What are the 4 quadrants? This is our first quadrant. This is our second quadrant. This is our third quadrant. And this is our fourth quadrant. Quadrants are always rotating in anti-clockwise direction. Quadrants always rotate in anti-clockwise direction. This is our anti-clockwise direction. This is how the coordinates rotate. So whatever point we will have in our first quadrant, what is the sign of x-axis? It is positive. So x point will be positive. What about y-axis? It is also positive. So the points in the first quadrants are always positive. Both the coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinate, they both are positive. Now now second quadrant, it will be, since our x-axis is negative, so the sign will be negative of the x coordinate. And what about y coordinate? It will be positive. Now our third quadrant, we can see that that x-axis is negative and our y-axis is also negative. So both the points are negative in the third quadrant. Now the fourth quadrant, you can see that x-axis is positive whereas the y-axis is negative. So the points will be, one will be positive and the other will be negative. So this is how our coordinates work. One positive, second negative and positive, third both are negative, and the fourth, one is positive and the other is negative. This is how this works. So I hope this all thing is clear, and this is the summary of our chapter Coordinate Geometry. We have understood about Cartesian system, which is given by René Descartes. We have understood about the x coordinate, which is also called abscissa, y coordinate, which is also called ordinate. This whole system is called Cartesian system, and these two axes, x-axis and the y-axis, together make the coordinate axis. We have four quadrants since it is dividing into four parts: first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. They move in anti-clockwise direction. First quadrant is positive, both the signs. Second quadrant, one is positive, second is negative. X-axis is negative, y-axis is positive. Third quadrant, both are negative, and the fourth quadrant, x-axis is positive whereas y-axis is negative. If I ask you to locate the point minus 5 minus 6, since they both are negative, so it's very easy for us that it will be located at third quadrant. So where is third quadrant? Let's see, minus 5 is here and minus 6 is here. Let's draw the lines. So our lines will move like this and it will move like this. Here, this point is our minus 5, minus 6. Let's take one more example. If I need to locate 4 and minus 4. Suppose I am asked to locate 4 and minus 4. So my 4 is positive, so and the minus 4 is negative. X-axis is positive, y-axis is negative. So it will locate in our fourth quadrant. Let's see where. Where is my point 4? It is here, point 4. Where is minus 4? It is here, minus 4. Let's draw the lines. So somewhere here my point will intersect. This point is 4 minus 4. Thank you so much. I hope it's clear to everyone. Thank you.